Well, I have to apologize for things not getting off like I was hoping. Um, we've had a gentleman at work, a fellow electrician, that passed away unexpectedly, and we've had another electrician whose wife had a beautiful bouncing baby boy. Um, and we had another guy hurt his back. So that's taken three people uh, out of the work cycle, which has got me working 12-hour shifts, which 12-hour shifts when you come home at 2 o'clock in the morning doesn't give me very much motivation to do anything but sleep and get up and go to work the next day. Um, I've talked to several of my graduates from my program that I had at TCAT here in Clarksville, Tennessee, and the guys are really excited about it. They want me to. They look forward to being able to get refreshers and stuff like that. um, some of the first things that I'm going to put together is going to be just basic motor controls. If you're getting into or thinking about getting into industrial maintenance, motor controls is the bread and butter of what you do. You know, operators push buttons, and those buttons cause motors to come on. They don't actually directly turn the motor on. We'll get into that stuff, but conveyor lines, hydraulic pump systems, compressors, all kinds of things that run with them in an industrial motor, what's called a three-wire motor system. And with that system, if there's a power loss, whether it's because somebody hits a stop button, somebody hits an e-stop button, a fuse blows in the control panel for the control voltage, the power's lost, and when the power is restored, it does not turn the machine back on automatically. It's part of the safety systems where you can an operator doesn't have the machine come back on unexpectedly, and he gets caught up in the machine. They do have things out in the industry that are like your refrigerator, as an example. If you lose power at your house, and you're like, man, when's the power going to come back on? Usually the first thing that tells you if you didn't turn off all the lights is the sound of your refrigerator come back on, because you want it to come back on automatically. You don't want to lose, the things you have in the freezer and the things you have in the refrigerator. So that would be referred to as a two-wire system, where it automatically comes on. If the switch is left in the on position and power is restored, it'll turn that particular machine back on. You'll see that in industry and like water treatment assemblies and things like that, where there's not an operator that's directly interacting. It's kind of an autonomous piece of equipment out there. But things that there's an operator with that has to push a cycle start button, they interact with the machine, they hit a stop button, they go and adjust something or pick something off of an assembly line or a conveyor line or something, and then they have to hit the start button again. Or sometimes it's an automatic. There'll be an eye that'll cause the system to stop, and then a timer or whatever goes through, and it'll go on again, and it's in automatic. It'll move independent of what the human being does, but if the human being interacts with that thing and he's not supposed to be there, he can't get caught up into it. And there's light curtains and all kinds of safety devices that'll help them with that. But motor controls will be the first thing I'm going to talk about. I'm going to get my dry erase board out there. We'll talk about some of the components that go along with that, but just the basic theory on how that stuff works. I've had a lot of electricians that have been out in the field for years, and they saw me doing some stuff on the board, getting ready for one of my classes with my apprentices, and they're like, man, what is that? And I told them what it was. It's like, hey, can you show it to me? I was like, sure, sit down. The guy's like, I've been doing this for 10 years or 15 years, and I never understood how this piece went together. And it's like, that's it's sad. It's impressive. The sad part is he has not been exposed to that specifically. The impressive thing is he's been able to function and make things happen. He doesn't really, he's a blind man walking in a minefield. He's making it through, but occasionally that thing's going to step in the wrong place. But anyways, that's what the plan is. I will get that video put together sometime in the next couple of days, and I'll get that posted on there. But please share this if you've got someone who's interested in industrial maintenance. There's a lot of opportunity out there, and I'm telling you right now, the difference between a quote unquote an electrician at the residential level that starts off as an electrician's helper, you'll be lucky to be in the mid-teens or the low teens to start off. Guys in industrial maintenance, when you first start off as an entry-level technician in the Middle Tennessee area, Clarksville, Tennessee, Nashville, the corridor between basically Chattanooga and Clarksville, you're looking in the 20s. And you get into the 3 to 5 year mark, you're looking in the low 30s, depending on where you're working at. But that's normal business. That's not something that's for somebody who's knocking it out of the park, and he's God's gift to electricity by any means. Okay. I look forward to, if there's something you want me to cover specifically, please mention it down in the comments. And I can put it in. I'll put stuff together. Things are just getting started with this, but I've had too many people that have told me in the past, Mike, you make it to where I can understand this. You've broken it down to where it's palatable, if you will. So I enjoy it, and I'm looking forward to getting this thing going. So I will see you guys next time on the next video, and please be safe out there, and look out for your fellow technicians. Thank you.